good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Dima, I'm a piano music. So, guys, Chris Rock's mama hasn't had much to say until now. We heard what his brother Tony Rock had to say. Even Chris Rock himself said, hey, I'm not going to talk about it until you pay me. But his mama has some words of wisdom. And stop the show. Black mamas always have words of wisdom. Stop the show. I'm just lying, not all the time, but sometimes they do. And she noticed what we've all noticed in the world, which is Will Smith didn't really have a problem with Chris Rock until Jada Pinkett kind of gave him the side eye. And I noticed that also after I did, a few videos, and she had this to say. Sad music. You react to your wife giving you the side eye, and you went and made her day because she was mulled over laughing when it happened. Can I get a dun sound effect? What does this really mean, guys? Because mama knows best. What mama is saying is, dear Will Smith, you are a fucking simp for allowing yourself to slap my son over your dusty ass wife. It's something that all of us have noticed. So I want to kind of take this into consideration with other things, guys, because what we're talking about today is like peer pressure. Most of us, most of you guys who watch me are between the ages of like 25 and up. And I just turned 41. Birthday music, Demo! So yeah, y'all ain't got to send me no cash apps, but I just turned 41. So, if you want to send me some Air Jordans, you can. But you know what I've noticed is that even at my age, there's still peer pressure. Will Smith is 53. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not the same peer pressure and group thinking I had when I was in my 20s. Because certainly I did a lot of stupid shit in my high school years and I was 20s and stuff, trying to make people laugh and be accepted. But as you move around in life, I notice I care a lot less of what people think, but there's still some element of caring what people think to you, especially the ones that care about you. That's kind of what happens a little bit more. Like as you get older, you care a lot less of what people think about you who don't know you. And you care a lot more of what people think about who you care about. And still, that may have some control over our actions. I want to tell guys something like this. All right. Number one, you are in control of whatever you do in life. You're here in life. God has you here for a purpose, whatever that may be. Maybe you understand what that is. You haven't found out yet, but that's what you're here for. The people that are in your life are supposed to, number one, be looking out for themselves also. And I get that. But number two, if they really care about you, they're very interested into your maturity, your maturation, how you're doing in life. And I'll be honest, you don't really meet that many people like that in life. But when you do, you cherish them. What happens is a lot of times we allow ourselves to be pressured into doing things that we either feel might make somebody happy and it doesn't, or that we believe that we haven't reached enough level of making them happy and then it doesn't. And then at the end of the day, either way, there's nothing that can make them happy, even no matter how much you love them. And I know we talk about it, but it even works not only with women. Some of you have kids. Some of you have done a lot for your kids, and your kids just don't appreciate the shit, or they don't love you, or they don't want to do right by you. You guys are faced with that. I know some people who are dealing with that also. Some of you have colleagues. Some of you have actual foundations and things like that. You'd be surprised of what people are trying to do to help, their particular communities or their churches and things. And you're pressured into trying to do this, and you really want to make it right, especially a lot of men, to do things, and it's just not working out for you. and somebody gave you the side eye and you're jumping around and you're trying to make it happen. Guess what? Here's the skinny, guys. Whatever you do for certain people, it's never going to make them happy. And let me just tell you, before you make a decision to go and do the next step, which in the case of Will Smith was slapping Chris Rock, I'd like you to look at your life and your history with that particular person or that particular entity and just look at all the things that you've tried to do. And now I'm not saying that you're not perfect, because we all make mistakes. And sure, there are times that, you know, we make mistakes and we make errors and we overreact. But just look at your history. Is it effort that you've done and you felt like you haven't received it back? I mean, think about that. So if that's the case, there's nothing wrong with you quitting before it gets worse. Just going for broke. Like, you know what? Sometimes in the business world, you have a project, it's bleeding money, it's not going anywhere. You don't have the knowledge or the skills at that point. Yeah, let's start over again. With the knowledge we have from the last business thing, hopefully we can make it right the next time. And that's kind of how relationships and friendships work. Well, this isn't working out. I don't want to react to your side eyes anymore, because I've been doing that and it hasn't really worked out for me. So let me go on to the next thing with what I've learned from this situation so that it will help me be better next time. So I can be more accurate next time. So I can be more precise next time. And if anybody's ever taken a class in college or something, you failed a class and you put some effort in and then you kind of realize what you did wrong or how to attack it. You take the class again, it's much easier because you understand what's expected of you, how to do things. And that's just kind of how life is. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is to keep reacting to somebody's side eye, you know, to being peer pressured into doing something for people in which you get nothing out of. Like, there must be a reward system, which is the reason why America is such a great place. Shout out to SPK. We were having a really good conversation one day and comparing, like, let's say, certain countries in sub-Saharan Africa to America or Germany and Japan. And the big difference that he was talking about is that America and some of the places in the West have a merit-based society, meaning that the better you do or the better you perform, you're more or less recognized and incentivized for doing that. So when you go to college and get your grades, there's incentives for that. You do very good in the business world. You're a smart person. You're a productive person. You're very incentivized for that. And a lot of us are in relationships where we're not being incentivized for anything that we're doing. So why stay? Why risk, you know, doing something for a person who doesn't really appreciate what you're trying to do? And there you guys are doing that every day. I've done it. I will tell you that life is so much better when you're in incentive-based relationships. Hey, I'm actually nice. I'm doing nice things for you. You respect me. I respect you. And that's how you can build relationships and build friendships and all that other stuff. But when you can't do that, then that's the problem that we fundamentally have, guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of A Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.